Yeah, wow. What a game, but also what a turnaround in terms of the events of what happened in the first half, first quarter. Came in the locker room at a deficit, but I told these guys afterwards, the grit and the resiliency of this team is pretty special. And when you come in and you hold each other accountable, responsible, you find out what you can do to make things right, then that's what happens. And there's no doubt, but there's always a lot of optimism. We've had that throughout, this halfway point of the season. I don't talk about the injury situation as much. We had like 8 starters that were out, or guys that go in the game as well and play a lot of reps, and to just the next man up mentality of guys that were able to go in and play. The learning curve was steep, but at the same time, they just got a valuable lesson about how to win close games and go into the fourth quarter and do that. So I don't know why, but I put this in my pocket. It said, don't wait to celebrate the harvest. Celebrate the seeds that are being sown. And so that's what you do. Everybody likes to celebrate the championships and things like that, but the process and the path to do that, you have to throw seeds. You have to get people surrounding you, coaches, administrators. Our president, President Rose, one of the best presidents in college football. I know that for a fact. And you have to do things like that and water the seeds to allow guys to nurture, mature, do things that are going to help them become the best version of themselves. And that's why we do this. That's why I do it. That's why we celebrate. We celebrate. So anyway, I know that's a long-winded story and nothing to do with the game, but at the same time, I'm proud of these two guys right here. Probably didn't want to have the first half or quarter that they had, but then found a way to get it right, and then came out and made some fantastic individual plays. So I'm proud of them. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it.
Awesome. Questions for Coach Messina,
They obviously were getting to you guys on defense in the first half, a little bit in the third there. You guys shut them out in the fourth, and of course the goal line stand. What changed, did you feel?
I think it was just we were making mistakes on our own half. It's not offensive execution, it's defensive misexecution and making mistakes. So it was really just us kind of making mistakes. And I think in the second, or during halftime when we were talking to the coaches, we kind of got our heads on straight and figured out what we were making mistakes. It was just simple things. And once we figured that out, it was pretty simple from there just to shut them out in the fourth quarter and make some good stops.
Did you feel when they got in that situation, they had to get the touchdown? Obviously, it was a 4-point game.
Yeah.
But did you sort of feel this is it? We got to.
Oh, yeah.
This is the game here.
Yeah. We were saying after that third down to amongst ourselves on the field, like, this is it right here. Like, how bad do you want it? Because we knew that was the game right there. They were going to go for it because we knew the offense. We knew the offense was going to get a couple first downs and run out the clock if they didn't get it. So that was the game right there, and we knew we had to make a stop.
Tyler, what was it like for you on the sideline watching that?
I didn't lose faith in those boys. Man, they worked really hard, and what was endured through the whole entire game, it sucked, but it's all about the next play. And that drive, they were down and they were driving, but they didn't waver. And I love those guys. It's a very great unit, and I'm not surprised that they got to stop at all.
Tyler, this one's for you too. As far as the run game today, like, what do you guys see as an offense that, especially like the explosives, like what you guys see as an offense that led to the explosive and success on the ground, and like how did that really set the tone for the rest of the offense?
Well, yeah, that's been the emphasis all week. All year we've been really trying to improve on the run game and like first and second down, and it was good to see like all that work come into fruition this game. We really needed it, and that's that next phase of like, especially like going into the rest of the season. It's like if we're able to run the ball, especially like throughout the course of a game, especially late in the game, especially like getting that last first down to end it. It's good to see it, and just hope to continue to build off of it and keep stacking.
Do you think that like takes the pressure off of you, like as far as like the pass game and put you guys into good positions to, you know, throw the ball and run play action and stuff?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, if you're able to run the ball, you're able to do anything. Play action, drop back. I mean, if you are able to vertically displace the opposition, you should be able to do anything that you want to do.
So, Coach, since 2 weeks ago, it was about discipline as far as the penalties. This week, it's about resilience and coming back. When you talk about like the character of these guys, is this something that you're building as a culture when you're talking to them, or when they're coming into the program, you're able to identify that and you're saying, I want you here?
It's all the things you just said. Obviously, the profile student athlete that comes here has a demonstrated performance in the classroom with the grades. There's an expectation of the community service aspect and who they are. There's an opportunity. A lot of these guys, recruiting-wise, were captains on their teams, or they were all conference players or players of the year in their districts. So when you put that together, you say, our culture is faith family football. Our culture is go to class, show class, treat people with dignity and respect. If they can subscribe to that, then you build a strong culture. A culture where guys want to stay and get a degree and still have a chance to go on to the next level in the NFL. So that's all part of that. And we embrace that. That's who we are, unashamed, unapologetic about it. But have guys that that value a world-class education, from a place like this. So that's what we do, and that's who we recruit, and that's how we want to handle ourselves, and we want to play to chase championships as well.